Good morning. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. I got sunshine. You're welcome and good morning. All right. Oh, my Lord. Good morning. I need calm too. I'm just like, how I'm talking about like the energy or whatnot. There's like a lot going on upstairs. It's just the energy. And not to call my parents' business out at all, but like the bickering over like the way someone stacked a dish or something so stressful, right? Which shouldn't be stressful. But my dad's like, how did you not notice that I already washed the pan? So it's so petty. It's like everybody, it's the energy. And I just talked about it yesterday. And I'm like, okay, well, it's really no big deal. They'll be fine in an hour, honestly, you know. But it's just like, don't let the energy get the best of you. Like I think of my mom, she just walked away. And I was like, yeah, best thing to do. And it's not even like a big deal. They don't argue like that. But the couple who doesn't argue once in a while, right? They really don't argue though. I mean, they've always bickered, but they get over it. And they don't hold grudges. You know what I mean? Which is nice because I know some people hold grudges. They were never ones to like hold grudges. Now that I think about it, because if I'm going to be realistic, I really don't ever remember them arguing, but I can always remember, bitching over stupid shit you shouldn't really be bitching about. You know what I mean? Just having an off day or whatnot. But I was going to come on a little while ago when I grabbed my coffee, but I with my parents doing the pellets upstairs. I know I got to keep the heat on low down here, so like pipes don't freeze or whatnot. But I got to worry about Sheldon, so I have to build him like a box, to keep the heat in. And of course, like I can do that myself, then go on Amazon and spend $200 for a box, right? And I still want him to be in his enclosure. So my dad's a welder, he's jack of all trades, so he'll help me build it, So I'll figure that part out just so I can regulate his temperature because he's not near the heater either. So he's like, but I don't want you going in, I don't want you going in the garage and like before he'd be like, go build it. But he's like, I don't need you chopping your fingers off and blah, blah. I'm like, I know he's got so many saws out there. You know what I mean? So it's all good, right? It's just the energy. But I got sidetracked with those. And then I went upstairs and I was like, all right, I need to find the calm in a situation here. That's just where I'm at. So I want to use, I think I want to go with these cards. And then, I think I'm going to go with the angel cards. I forgot about, why did I think I had different angel cards? And maybe a dragon card. And I know we have tomorrow Mercury retro is getting over. Yeah, it's really Mars. That's going to be strongest for the next couple weeks. But happy October 1st, right? Yes, it's October 1st. So, my animal cards can be calm too. So I'm just trying to find the calm. That's what I'm trying to do. If I put those up there, it's going to crush those because I just took them all. I got to situate this situation desk area better. I have another desk right there. I have little tables everywhere. I have to move that over. I wonder if I should just make it 2 tables. So I got that other pop-up table. Not now, but I like everything right next to me. But I am going to need more space. So there's that. I need that for that. I feel like I'm like nursing. You know how you prep? Which is weird. I think last week, didn't I mention to you guys like spring cleaning would be useful? And I mean, I just cleaned the downstairs, guys. I mean, I know I put kind of everything everywhere. And I still have things everywhere else. So it's still like a clutter back there. But it's not a clutter to me. Actually, I actually like it because everything's cleansed, so it's not holding icky energy. But I didn't want to put, I think I just felt like all those had to be in the spotlight. I've had this dead moth just staring at me. It's really beautiful. Is this morbid to take a picture of him? Is it morbid to take a picture of him? It's got a cute little belly. I feel like we're going to see a face there, so I'm like a little creeped out by doing this. I forget where I found them. And I was like, what are you doing there? But it's more his pattern. It's beautiful. But I just saw something with the belly. Yeah, he's pretty. He's pretty. I don't even know where he came from. Well, outdoors. Outdoors, right? I didn't even know where he came from. All right, there's the belly. Well, that's cool. Looks like he got banged up, though. Unless that's his pattern. Look at the belly. That is cool, though, right? Almost looks like a bottom of a bumblebee. You are a cool little bug. I was hoping I'd get a better picture of his face, though. Is this morbid? I feel like this is morbid. It's not morbid, right? Doing it anyway. Cute little buggy. Yeah, he's cool. I don't even want to throw him away. can see his little arms crossed. I am digging. His body. Yeah, it's just like a tiny little moth. It's weird. I don't know where he came from the other day. I think I was grabbing something and I noticed them and I grabbed them. And instead of throwing them away, I almost got up to throw them away. And then I was like, oh, I like told myself to like just put him here, like hold on to him or something. Like it wasn't even in my head like that. I was reading for you guys. But I kept them. But now I don't want to throw them away. God, this is like morbid, right? I don't know what to do with them. It reminds me of like there's this shop and website where they have bats and like the globes. You know how like Beauty and the Beast has the rose? There was a bat one and I was like, that's so fucking cool, but like morbid at the same time. But my dad's like, I like that. And I almost bought him one for his birthday or something. But they didn't have it anymore. What do they call that? Now I feel like what is this? Now I'm getting into like some. It's not morbid, is it? I don't know. But I don't even want to throw him away now. He's so cute. I don't know, guys. I mean, eventually he would just disintegrate and turn to dust, right? No. Something's telling me not to get rid of him. I don't want to get rid of him. I know it's just a moth. I don't know what to do with them. I'm not going to put him in glass and like, that's just fucking weird. Maybe I'll just study him. I don't know. What's the symbology? Spiritual meaning of a moth. Brown moth, white moth, black. I'm assuming this would be brown. Gold, yellow, gold. That's a big moth. So what do you call this little thing? This is a moth, but it's showing me a big moth. Moth represents tremendous change, but also seeks the light. Through moth spiritual meaning, the trust in change is happening and that freedom and liberation is around the corner. A moth omen also indicates one habits of falling for things, people that are beyond one's reach. Symbolic meaning of a dead moth. Finding a dead moth on either hand is like finding an old friend. It represents the new energy and the memories that you've been holding. Finding a dead moth is like, on the other hand, finding an old friend. It represents your energy and the memory that you have been holding. Yeah, that's probably why I don't want to get rid of it. It's so strange. I know, but it's dead and I don't want to get rid of it. But it makes sense. Finding an old moth is like finding, on the other hand, it's like finding an old friend. It represents your energy and the memories that you have been holding. So it's like a good thing. And dead moths are symbolic of the energy right now and the attitude towards how you think about life. Whenever you see a dead moth, it's a message to keep persevering. All right, so that's beautiful. Dead moth in house. The dead moth is one scrum. It's about your own vulnerability. It's an interpretation of a dead moth might mean that you need to be very careful about how you show your vulnerability on one side, but not on the other. You don't want to end up like the dead moth spirit saying no. I guess that just depends on your energy, right? So, anywho, I guess he's just gonna be our mascot for the day. He's just gonna be our mascot for the day. Not gonna have to get rid of him. But guys, I mean, he's like, I'm like, but guys, I mean, but guys, I feel like I'm saying bug eyes. But guys, hello. It reminds me of like a hornet. That there's just something about it that it might be a little obsessive. I mean, just look at his belly. How cool is that, guys? It's the little stuff we don't see or thinking about when we see like a little moth. You know what I mean? We're like, oh, but like this little moth is like beautiful. Well, this one's dead. It's been sitting on my table for a couple days. But I do remember finding it. And I was in the middle of the read or something, and I placed it down gently right there. And I almost got up and threw it away. I think I even halfway got up, and I said, nah, just leave it. And I left it. Now, I mean, I can even see, and I got bad eyes. Even from here, I can see the lines in his belly because he's upside down. I don't know, guys. It's like finding an old friend, right? Until we meet again. Super, super strange. I'm like fantasized by that moth. So, but yeah, it was like a dead bat. I forget what type of bat it was. It wasn't like a fruit bat. It wasn't anything like that. But it was so cool and morbid at the same time. But again, I don't mind dead people. When I took cosmetology in high school, I was leaning more towards makeup with the dead, doing makeup, hair, because that's what intrigued me. And I was not spiritual then. I think I've always been spiritual without realizing it though. But I don't think I was as freaked out with the dead then because I was in high school. But when I was a kid, it used to freak me out. My sister was fucked up. She used to chase me around the house with a cross, acting like she was possessed. Called the cops on her once. She got in big trouble. But she liked the poltergeist and all that. She would do the Ouija board, light as a feather. She would look in the mirror. She did shit like that with her friends. She would leave little signs in the mirror like, don't look in the mirror, Courtney. Oh, she tortured me. She tortured me. She took my holy water once out of my cross and came around the corner just like splashing it like she was possessed. Yeah. Tortured me as a child. Because it was the one thing she had on me. And now here I am just chilling with the dead. So I can't take my eyes off of you. You be like heaven to touch. I wanna hold you so much. I almost feel like he's royalty sitting on top of this blue cloth. I literally just saw him like that in like a little plastic box on top of a blue cloth. I have no idea why that's so relevant right now. Talk about the death, right? That's coming through this weekend. Whether it's like to your soul or somebody physically dying or somebody coming in saying hello. It's like can't escape it. But it's tender, it's sweet, it's compassionate, it's love, it's warmth. It's not morbid, it's not it's hitting everybody in different ways. It's more with the gateways caused by the transits, but it's not really the transits. Like Venus is what, going into Libra, Mercury, Mars the end of October. Is Pluto kicking in? That could have something to do with it. You be like heaven to touch. I wanna hold you so much. And I if you're too good to be true, can't take my eyes off you. I need you, baby. Pluto's October 8th. Mars at the end of the month. I think Mars is settled a little, only because in the very beginning, the 6 to 8 weeks is the shadow, but it's still affecting. Saturn will go direct. So there's a lot of direct. There's more direct than retro, but not enough to even it out. October 8th is Pluto. Happy October. We got the Mars. We have the vortex on the 25th, the lunar scenario, the solar eclipse, the partial solar eclipse. I don't think that would be touching us yet. And I don't think Venus is, Venus, if you will, please send me a little cup for me to thrill. Venus is, I can either feel the energy from when I had this discussion with you. No, it's the energy of the moth. It's telling me it's the moth. I still can feel it in my hand. So I don't, and it's dead. And I didn't feel the energy when I was holding it. I need you, baby. And if it's quite alright, I need you, baby. I wanna hold you tight, love you, baby. Because Venus doesn't even really go, it's retro, but it doesn't even go direct until November. And because I'm thinking direct, right now I'm trying to figure out how many are going to be direct and how many are retro, if it's going to even itself out. But Saturn and Pluto will go direct. Mars will go direct. Mercury will go direct. I don't even have Venus playing a big role when I did the Aztec calendar. So, Venus is important. It's there, but I don't want to take away Venus. Venus, if you will. I need you, baby. And if it's quite alright, I love you, baby. I'm gonna hold you tight, I love you, baby. So we have Venus and Mercury in between the 2nd and the 13th. It's in the house of Taurus, the 2nd house. Why did I think Libra? Oh, because of the not because of the new moon, because of Virgo. Because of Libra season, but because that's ×2. So if we have Mercury and Venus for the next couple weeks, I don't feel like that's icky energy. And all I feel is the Moth's energy, like the residuals, which is very strange. I feel like it's very strange because it's dead and I didn't feel its energy when I was holding him. I just looked at him as like a king. So yeah, see, there's something super fucking way more symbolic to this moth. There's something with royalty. I don't know how, Bug's life, I don't know how they roll, but they all have jobs, right? Think about the bees. So I'm telling you, this moth is connected to royalty. It's got to be ancient and symbolic. Is a moth held as royalty in some cultures. I don't know how I would even word that. Is there any culture that worships a moth? I'm telling you, it's something, and I don't know why we're talking about Bug's Life here. It keeps pulling me to the movie A Bug's Life. It appears that butterflies and moths are associated with seasons, or they serve as a predator in certain events. I can't. Okay, so in ancient Greek, they did worship them alongside with serpents. They looked at them as ancestor spirits, and it was spelled Anitu. Legendary musician and a prophet in ancient Greek religion. He's also renowned as a poet, a legend. The Golden Fleece, descended from the underworld. Hades had to recover his lost wife. It's called Lusterian mythology. Lusteranian, Lusitanian. I guess it depends on how. Let me copy that. You know me with punctuation. Lusitania?
Lusitania.
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 Lusitania. Okay. That kind of sounds Lusitania. I want to say something with a cult. Lusitania.
Lusitania.
Satanic is what I'm getting. Yeah, see, they definitely worshipped something because I'm picking up on a moth's life, guys. Lusitania. So Lusitania, even though it's IANS. So Lusitanian mythology and Indo-European speaking people in Western Libya is then known for Lusitania and Gala something. In present times, territory compromised Portugal, small part of, can't even say that, part of the country. Libya, Portugal, Lusitanian cults, Celts, as if it's like Celtic. I can feel the energy of the moth because it was in my hand. It's not going away. It's staying with me. I have to figure this out. Urbina was the goddess of the river. She was likely the entrance to the underworld in cosmology. Celtic idea, yes. I don't. I guess just like in summary, the study reveals that the common ancestor, butterflies and moths that we observe today, there's so much stuff on it. The royal walnut moth can grow to the wingspan more than 6, while some moths, particularly, it's more like a caterpillar. A silk moth or royal moth. Is that a silk moth? Anyone know what type of moth that is? That sounds really familiar. The silk moth. I think that might be a silk moth. I could be wrong. No, I think that is a silk moth. An adult silk moth is a royal moth. They don't feed at all. They're nocturnal, like nearly all moths. They rest during the day, fly at night. Let me see an image of a silk. I think that's actually a silk moth. Images of a silk moth? Why does that sound so familiar to me? Oh my god, you are fucking adorable. Look at his little antennas. Well, hold on, I wanted to see this picture of the belly. The back. Yeah, this is a silk. I think, well, that looks a lot bigger, but it's very similar. Yeah, and this, the English, this little cute little silk moth. I think this is a silk moth. No, that looks way bigger. No, that would be the right size if it was on a fingertip. For some reason, I've heard my mother say that name plenty of times. But I don't know if we have them around here. So what is a common moth? A common moth in New England. Oh, look at this wonderful chart. Oh, that might be you. I think that's you. That might be you. Is that you? That might be him. A Vermont moth. Think that's him? That might be him. Come here, you little cutie tootie. Yeah. I need you, baby. And if it's quite alright, I need you, baby. I wanna hold you tight, I need you, baby. That's a little darker. Side by side. It might be a Vermont moth. Moth identification. That one creeped me the fuck out. Common moth. Idiom moth. It might be a common idiom moth. A chocolate idiom moth. Idea. Georgian. Ooh, you might be Georgian. You got a cute little name. Yeah, I think it's a common IDIA moth. But buddy, you are not common. IDIA. IDIA. The American idea or the American snout, the litter of the moth, something. The species was first described 1859. North America, Canada, Florida, Texas. Common moth. I'm almost done. $18.13. So this particular one is fertility, intimacy, transformation, attachment, nighttime, a disguise, unconditional love, spirits, intuition, and psychic abilities. Woo-wee. Okay. Now we know the meaning of this particular moth, and that is a whole bunch of meanings. Fertility, intimacy, transformation, nighttime, disguise, unconditional love, spirits, intuition, and psychic ability. So can we do the read now? Yeah, there's something. There's something here. I mean, I can feel its energy. So, oh, look at the Ten of Pence is sitting straight upright. So I used it to grab the moth. Yeah, no. See, I got pulled to his belly again. There's something about his belly and royalty, guys. I don't know, but he is going to be a little mascot today. Okay. Anywho, now that we got that situated, I really got that block party I'm going to. I should have showered, but it's like I wanted to look at the weather. What's it gonna be later? Oh, Mingyat. It might even rain between 1 and 4. 30%. 57. What a fucking day. It's like 2 sweaters. Let me go to the town. Because it's in Mass, but it's not gonna be that far off. I love you, baby. And if it's quite alright, I need you, baby. It's like 30-40% of rain in between 1 and 5 from where I'm going. I don't think they're going to cancel it. Typically, they don't push it out this late either. It's typically in September. I don't know. I mean, I could always just go inside and hang out, so. All right. I love you, baby. That seems to be your song today. And it's quite alright. I need you, baby. I wanna hold you tight. I want you, baby. There's something with royalty here in this moth. So I don't know if you have royalty in your bloodline that goes like way, way back. And again, it just pulled me to the read like this weekend with energy. And I did say something about bugs, guys, didn't I? You can't make this shit up. And I think I said, try to take a picture and identify it. I'm telling you, this is just like, there's no explanation to how this is going down. And I want to be like, oh, that's not what's given energy. But I'd be silly not to say that because I felt it in my hand. And it's a dead moth, and I still feel its energy. Super symbolic weekend. You seriously can't make this shit up. I'm telling you, I'm almost positive I said something about bugs or looking down because you're like, what's that? Or something. Man. Oh, I haven't cracked my knuckles in a while. Oh, I'm so sorry if that gets the best of anybody. Where's my ring? Oh, when I took it off the other day, I was like, the way it fell, I was like, something sounds off. And now I can't find it. Where? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I know it's on the table. Okay, well. Shit. Lost my emerald ring. I mean, it can't be far. Oh, there it was. It was under that. That is strange. Anywho, that's what happens when you put shit away ass backwards. What is happening over here? Okay. Oh, that feels like really big. It's never that big. Oh, I don't wear it on that finger. Fucking A. Gotta love it. 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 I need you, baby. And if it's quite alright, I need you, baby. I wanna hold you tight and love you, baby. Okay. I love you, baby. And if it's quite alright, I love you, baby. Who sings that? Anybody know? Anybody know who sings that? I need you. Mm-hmm. I wanna hold you tight, I love you, baby. It's the basin in the mystic bed. All right, let's find the calm. Can you guys spot the moth? Let's find the calm. I need you, baby. And if it's quite alright, I need you, baby. I wanna hold you tight, I love you, baby. Ricky Martin. I don't know. Doesn't sound like a Ricky Martin song. I feel like it's way more old school than that. I need you, baby. If it's quite alright, I need you, baby. I wanna hold you tight, I love you, baby. Maybe you're right. I love you, baby. It's quite alright. I need you, baby. Frank Sinatra. Frankie Valli. Could have been a Frankie Valli original. It's either an original from Frankie Valli or Frank Sinatra. I need you, baby. I love you, baby. It's Frankie Valli. Yeah. She redid it with that. I can't take my eyes off of you. You be like heaven to touch. I wanna hold you so much. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off you. I need you, baby. Yeah. Frankie Valli. Actually, they're saying it was both. It was Frankie Valli and Frank Sinatra who did the original, so they got that a little backwards. It was written by Paul Anka. Can't take my eyes off of you. Frankie Valli, 1967. You be like heaven to touch. I wanna hold you so much. All right. So, finding the calm. It's going to be from like now until like October 7th. I need you, baby. That's you guys' song. I need you, baby. October 1st to the 7th, please. Finding the calm. Let's find the calm. Calm bomb. Ooh, I should create a calm bomb. Too much fucking work. Yes, me. I need you, baby. And if the sky right, I need you, baby. She's got moth and butterfly wings all over her. Okay, there's a message there too. That's more moth than a butterfly. The one I'm looking at. I need you, baby. And if it's quite alright, I need you, baby. Something with the stars. I need you, baby. And if it's quite alright, I need you, baby. All right. Let's see what we got. The white stag. That reminds me of old school. Like old school as like king and queen days. The white stag is a protector. You are an old soul. Your best friend is nature. Use your intuition and take it where you want to go. Awaken the power force within you. You are meant to create blessings with magic. And then you have the penguin. Reach out to your tribe in times of need. Family gives you strength when you're faced with a storm. I'm feeling friends for some of you too. Love your uniqueness. You are full of surprises. Break free from the expectations. Just be yourself. I forgot to call out my spiritualist. Fuck, man. This is now going to be a mix of energy. Because I felt matrix there. Again, we're still trying to find the calm. It's hard to find the calm if you're in the matrix. So I'm just like, star ancestors, hidden secrets, lost wisdom. Something coming in within the next few months in the dusty pink dragon from Andromeda. Andromeda prepares all your chakras to embody the higher love. Accept the radiant higher love. Touch others with its flame. I need you, baby. Music might be key. I want one of these just for my spiritualist. This is definitely a mesh. There's matrix here. This can be either or. Spiritualist, please. You get the ram, perseverance. You have many gifts, no problems. You can outstand the power of your mind. With patience, you can reach your mountaintop. Never give up. Good luck will follow. And a dog today. Oh, that just made me sad. Today, I love you more. Condition, my energy and enthusiasm, inspiration. I choose happiness. I got to put this away. I am a protector and a friend. This is one of your dogs that passed over. I can't keep this card out. I mean, I can. I don't want to see it. I mean, I can't imagine you guys would want to see it now either. Fuck, man. You know, I am just, I don't know what to do. I feel like it's, oh, shit. I just struck a chord with a lot of you. I apologize. There's definitely like a dog visitor, or you're missing the dog. I mean, there's no question that dog is with you. I actually spoke about that in the car, like that 5-minute read after my doctor's yesterday. I mean, I literally... Guys, I mean, this read can't get any more insane. Okay, when I'm like, we have a dead moth. All right, and I absolutely like look at that. There's my Roxy. Like I typically would not do this at all. I'm not shitting you. That's my Ruru. She was a white boxer. I mean, I could just cry right now. So now I have a dead moth and a dead dog. To flip this card, I feel like would be disrespectful. I instantly felt like here's the thing. Some of you are going to get emotional. But this was meant to happen because it's like how I explain, like, take the memories. I got to take my own advice here. Like, take the good memories that you had with any animal because they are here this weekend. And you just have to look at it as, I don't know, like calm. You know, I feel like if you're going to cry, cry. Like, let it out. There's like there's still like residual from when an animal passed away. So I don't know what that's about. Like it's always hard losing an animal, right? But I feel like Ruru has been gone for like maybe like 9 years. And I remember saying, I told you guys when I was laying in bed, I thought about how when I put her down and how they're like, all right, we'll get her to kind of like have a treat, lay down, you know. Um, and I was like, I got to get out of my head instantly. Never easy to lose an animal, but this is more like celebration. So this is a strong animal read. So an animal. Oh, well, this is an animal deck. Um, this could be symbolic. This reading is probably linked to a totem animal or an animal that's protecting you. You know what I just got pulled to? Gateways. They usually do have dogs with gateways more than voids. There usually is dogs or wolves. Um, it's almost like needing a good cry because I had to I my energy flipped instantly, thank God, because I was about to bawl. But because now I know what it's trying to say. And I actually even said that to you guys with Finny. I was like, "Bye, Finn. I thought I saw Finn, but it was Loki." So it can be a bird, it can be a fish. My brother was attached to a fish. He had a goldfish that lived like 14 years. It's unheard of. Um, he actually has a tattoo of his goldfish on him. His name was Goldie because he had him when he was real little. See what I'm saying? So there's this animal around you or this animal guide. It's so strong. Like the other day, it was a spirit or ancestors. This this is an animal all damn day with you guys. There's no question. So I literally have two dead animals on the table right now. So fucking weird. I don't know what to make of it. Um be more in tuned. I'm telling you, I feel like there's spirit here too in the sense where um those who think that's funny or like the what are they called? Trolls. Like it's there's a zap. There's like they're like, "Oh yeah, you think that's funny?" Like that was supposed to happen. They could even get haunted with an animal, nightmares of an animal. It's going to be something. Um when the veils are thin, animals are the first thing to be seen in the grid. It's one of the reasons why they have to be actually it's one of the reasons with the grid on why they have to be real careful on how they transition to the 4D because you'll be getting things looking like a chupacabra, half woman, half animal. It pulls me to like the Narnia, how they have what's his name, Thomas, Mr. Thomas, or something like that. So when it would freak people out. Because all animals are just wild there and it's crazy looking animals too. So you guys might see something like, oh, I thought I saw Bigfoot. I know it sounds crazy. Not me per se. I'm saying like that could happen to somebody this weekend. Like abnormal amount of Bigfoot sightings or abnormal amount of Loch Ness monster or it's stuff like that Oh, I thought I saw my dog. Oh, I felt it. Oh, I heard the dog tags, or I heard a bark. What or a bird, which is ironic because yesterday me and Mia were we heard a bird we've never heard before. I was like, "Do you hear that bird?" And she was upstairs, I was downstairs, but the windows were open. She's like, "Yeah." She's like, "It's kind of annoying." I'm like, "I think it's beautiful." It's like a bird I haven't heard. So this would make sense. Let's find a calm, right? So, um, animals are calming, right? So it makes sense. This is how you're gonna find your calm with an animal for some of you. But I mean, it was random because I'm like, oh, let's use the animal deck. I forgot. And it didn't even think about the previous messages. Okay. So, um, my little Ruru. I got her that bed, um, like a month before she passed. She was the best. I got her at like 3 weeks old and nursed her. The mother stopped feeding. And the handler was obviously not like the greatest handler because he shouldn't have. That was his responsibility, you know. But anywho, and one of my friends took her sister. Her name was Chica. So she was a blessing. She had so many beautiful symbolic markings too. On her ear, she had a cross. She had a cross on her ear. It's what made me want her. Was the first thing I noticed after he sent me a picture was the cross on her ear, and it was just symbolic to me because we wear crosses or whatever. It was just I wasn't even pulled to a dog. I was pulled to the cross on her ear. There's something with a white stag too, and white stag is royalty. So I don't know how ancient this animal is. Centuries ago, whomever you guys are connecting to with an animal, in a sense of if it wasn't one of your animals. Or you're going to come across something in the road, like I said, you just heard a crosswalk or something, you look down and you're like, oh, you thought it was a leaf, but it ended up being like a bug, or that's why I was like, oh, take a picture. So, I mean, you could rescue a kitten this weekend, or was it Marissa that was talking about the black cat? Well, I was like, take it in. And that was, I think, before this energy came in, or it was the same day. So it might not even be a totem animal. It might be, but I'm feeling it's more like this is strictly an animal read. And I do connect to animals, but not in a sense how I connect to a spirit, but it is a spirit. So this is new for me. So you got to give me a minute to adjust to this. Like when I've seen certain people try to read me out of the blue, like there's certain things where they're just like, you can connect to animals. And I've always felt that, especially with the horses. I think that's why I'm so drawn to horses. I don't know. I think if it's obviously a dog or a cat, they're gonna come to you with some type of warmth. So you have two very symbolic things happening this weekend with ancestors and deceased animals or if you guys connect to animals, this is more your read and this is your calm, which fucking makes sense. I Some of you just need a really good cry though. With star ancestors. The ancient knew more about what was going on with the connection with the stars. Their pyramids, their temples, the places of worship created with precise alignment with the stars exist in all corners of the world. What if with this ancient wisdom is available to you to uncover now? You're being called to think and listen to your ancient heart and soul, to tap into the part of your soul that remembers all ancient secrets and whispered forever in your ear. All mystics now blooming in your heart, all potent power pumps through your veins. You're invited to step into an ancient knowingness. With this being held, remembering your star ancestors at the same time, to look a little deeper. If you're feeling stuck, you're being called to do something different, to change your point of view. Creativity happens when you put two and two together where you think it doesn't belong. When we do the unexpected, so often we create solutions that are right in front of us, but because we think the same way or the same act, we miss what's really here and open. You're here to remember to uncover ancient secrets and transmissions, technology and wisdom that you are needed on this planet now to unlock your soul's memory with the time that you have lived in harmony and one day will again. Place this card on the portal of your heart and whisper the following: I am ready to remember ancient mysteries and wisdom from deep within. So I'll take that for you. I'm ready to remember ancient mysteries and secrets from deep within. And there was something very ancient or symbolic regarding the moth. So remember we talked about, was it weekend energy? No, we talked about, it came out like twice with the reads going into October in regards to going from one extreme to another. So this is definitely a transmission, like I said, for you guys, even before I read that. Remember I said, like, for those who are laughing or think it's funny because I got two, dead animals on the board. So you see what I'm saying? Like that was whatever was meant to go out that way. And then the other way of finding the calm here. I also got pulled to that other reading, like I said, where it's you go from one extreme to another. But there was something I read that pulled me to like something else that I had said. Step into the ancient knowingness, reminding your star ancestors. Look a little deeper. If you're feeling stuck, you're being called to do something different or just changing your point of view. Creativity happens when you put together two things that don't belong. When we do the unexpected. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, see, like two things that don't belong. Guys, you can't make this shit up. Two things that don't belong. And it's not that they don't belong. It's just who puts two dead animals on in a reading? Well, fucking spirit did, right? I did. Give me a higher love. I mean, some of you, this transmission, and I knew I felt it. You're linked to animals. It might have been one of those things where you always knew you were linked to animals, But you could be a healer, you could be a seer. There's so many things, and that's going to start coming out now. Like star seeds that were meant to work with animals versus spirit, but it's still a spirit, if that makes sense. And you're like, huh? I mean, I've always been that person where I'm like, I want to work with MSPCA and things like that, but then it's like, I can't. I would take them all home. It's like wanting my own little sanctuary, land, farm, It's like, I'll take you. Um, I can't have something take my energy like that every day. Like to go and give to the animals once in a while, yeah. But I couldn't work in an atmosphere like that. It would drain me. Some of you have the capability of doing that, like vet techs or veterinarians. You guys have the capability of doing it. I think it's different than being a doctor when it comes to like a human and then a doctor when it comes to an animal. Completely different sides of compassion, which I didn't even think there would be, but this is telling me it is. It's different. So I don't know how this is being transmitted, but it absolutely is. So you might be questioning, like, is this morbid? Do I go this route? Like, what do you call it? A taxidermy? Then we talked about the bat. So I don't know what this is for you, but I know it's an animal. I know this is your calm. There's no question that this is where you're gonna find your calm. It's more than just sitting. This is way more than just sitting on the couch and here comes your dog, or way more than just like sitting and then you hear a bird or the cat comes and lays with you. This is way more than that. So whatever this is absolutely a transmission going out towards you guys. I mean, there's no question. I mean, I think it's beautiful. And in the next couple months, you might create something. Like what came to me is animal healing. Like, you know how I wanted to do like the meditation. Like I might be able to do this with animals. That's what came to me with like two different extremes, doing two things, putting two things together that you don't belong but belong. But you got to be careful with the animal situation because that's that's different. High pitches, certain things can like hurt them, bother them. So it's already giving me like ideas in my head. I don't know if I'd ever go that route, but it's already telling me like you can just tweak the animal's attention by one frequency, and then it's like they're on it while the rest of the video is quiet. So again, I'm not saying I'm going to do that, but instantly when I was talking, um, that's what came to me by like the two extremes. And I don't plan on doing that, but it's just giving you guys those examples. But again, who knows what I'll end up incorporating. This could be just me in nature, just the healing aura itself is beneficial to nature. Bugs, instant instincts is what I wanted to say, but incense. Not an incense, an insect. So my guess would be in the next couple months, it might be random. You could be with seasons changing, going in certain, no, it's not that, but seasons changing. So, I mean, you could be a skier, you could be hiking. It's whatever this is gonna, I think is gonna kick in real soon. Oh, look at that. There's the bug, the moth, the wings. Judgment. You might make a judgment call in regards to whatever this is. So basically, this is definitely a transmission read. And it's coming from your ancestors. So, some of you might want to get a ram's horn. I'm just going to ask spirit something. I want to say you can get that in a pet store for dogs, but yeah, you can. But don't, it's for you. So there's the first message. You have many gifts, no problem with you have many gifts, no problem can withstand the power of your own mind. With patience, you can reach the mountains and never give up. Good luck will follow you. That reminds me of like, welcome to your journey. Penguin, authenticness, that's perseverance. So that could help you push through obstacles. It's telling me I need a crystal for you for that one. Reach out to your tribe in times of need, family, strength, faced with the storm, uniqueness, full of surprises, break through your own expectations or somebody else's expectations. The white stag is pulling me absolutely to the royalty. You are an old soul, so that probably makes sense. You're an old soul. Your best friend is nature. Use your intuition. Take it where you go. Awaken the powerful force within you. You're meant to create blessings with your magic and a dog. Today, this reminds me of a poem, like you would have a poem or a plaque. Today, I would love you without condition. My energy of enthusiasm is your inspiration. I choose to be happy, and I am a protector, and I am a friend. To me, this is just your past one is here. Okay. Prepares your chakras, accepting, radiant. So it's just the extra energy. This white stag is so powerful right now in my read, along with the moth. You're just an old soul. You got to use your gifts. It's some of you. This is indoor pets, barn pets, farm animals. Others of you, it's hands down nature. I mean, some of you, I feel like you can call out these animals. Like if you were quiet, yeah. See, I got goosebumps. Like they still exist, but it's like one of those things like you rarely see them. But I feel like your energy in the middle of a forest could call out mystic animals. Like you would see their spirit. That's like so cool. Whatever that is deep. Like so deep. I mean, somebody might literally like taxiderm, like someone might be like, "You're fucking out of your mind." Or like, "I thought that bat was cool that I explained earlier that my dad thought was cool too." The energy is the energy within them. I don't know what it is. So again, some of you, if you cry in the beginning of this or tear up or this happens over the weekend, um, it's it's releasing energy. It's doing something. There's no question. For some of you, it's even going to work on your throat chakra, but that speaks of heart chakra. What a beautiful reading. I feel like it's like something with dead animals, spirit. I can't explain it. Like you would benefit from I don't think like you would benefit from having like antlers like that because somebody shot it unless it depends on it. I don't know, guys. I've always wanted a bear rug, a bear skinned rug. Because it reminds me it pulls me to like comfort, but then I'm always like I feel bad because it's like someone shot that bear. But at the same time, back in the day, tribes that lived out there, right? They would it was it was shot for a reason. They utilized it. It was meant to keep them warm. Bear's eventually going to pass, right? So that, I mean, there's so many different ways they're going to try to get you to look at this. And then I'm like, there's something with the ram's horn again. They give those to dogs, but I'm hoping they take the horn only after they find a dead ram and they're not killing rams for the horns, which I don't think they are. But I want to say there's something symbolic about a ram's horn. The symbology of a ram's horn. Is the power to penetrate and overcome and achieve. That's why it's persevere. It reflects the assertion of the strength in the creative ways to achieve some type of breakthrough. It's also associated with the sacrifice. The ram serves as an icon of action, the fifth element of heroism. It actually represents the god Aries and the god of Mars, associated with fertility. Symbol of strength and power, ancient Greece. So another ancient Greece. The moth was ancient Greece. In ancient Rome, the ram was associated with the god of Mars. I mean, some of you might even have the symbolic meaning of it on a tattoo, which is the tattoo itself is action, leadership, and determination. Ancient societies to have the skull. Yeah, so I'm telling you, some of you try not to look at it like someone killed this animal as fun for fun, because they're telling me no when it comes to the ram's horns is when they go looking for those, and that's what's left after the cycle of life eats the ram or however it goes. So some of you are actually going to would benefit from having a ram's horn around you. It's more than just perseverance. Whatever it is going to bring out a gift. And it's not like they can make a fake ram's horn, right? So let me go to Amazon for you right now. A ram horn. Yeah, you get them for like $20, $19, 30, 33. And look at it's like ancient tradition. They would blow in it. So some of you, I mean, I actually think it's cool to the point where I kind of want to get it now. So I don't know where this reading is taking us, but some of you, that will activate your gifts, believe it or not. I actually want to purchase one now. I'm not shitting you. It's like I said I wanted to pull you a crystal. Now they're like, no, just get the horn. So it's not a crystal that's attached to it. It's the actual horn, guys. What do I mean by a transmission rate? It's like when spirits come in, it's like Reiki, but it's different. It's whoever I'm connecting with can take and give whatever energies they choose. It's way more powerful than Reiki. And a majority of you are transmitters by touch, by mouth. So that's cool. So instead of a crystal, once again, it is the horn itself. There's different types of horns. I don't think it matters which type of horn. It's just a horn and how you connect to the horn. Okay. Um, because they're telling me there's a big difference between the horn and the antlers, even though there's not in the wild. But when it comes to grid work, is what I heard, which is ironic, which is you just persevering, getting yourself out of the matrix even more. It's it's perseverance. Now this is a protector, but you're an old soul. But this is more about being outside. It's not really about antlers here. Okay. Um, Now if you're a hunter, with bucks, and I get that, but that's not where we're going with this. It's like an ancient, you have a very ancient energy here protecting, coming through this weekend. Um, you might find the horn extremely calming. I mean, I fucking want a horn now. I mean, you can go into a pet store or Walmart and get one for $10. It's still a horn. It's how you connect to it. Or you can go above and beyond and grab one that you can blow into. It will activate gifts. It will push you beyond your limits to very beneficial. Like, it's just going to get you out of the grid. Some of you will activate your heart chakra, but it's like, give me a higher love. But animals itself is a higher love. Animal is unconditional. So it is, when I said let's find the calm, this makes complete sense, because an animal's love is completely unconditional. And it's how you give and how you put the effort in, how much time you spend to, you know, associate with it. So just continue to be you. Make sure with this energy, because this is matrix and spiritual, so make sure with this energy, you be careful with who you're hanging out with this authenticness, because it's more of the energy around you. It's not vibing. And you got a horn, and then you got a penguin. So and I don't want to take away from the penguin. That was weird the way it flipped, right? But it's almost like it doesn't belong here, but it belongs here. So Three of Wands talks about, your future. It talks about patience. It talks about your ships being in. But this is like reaching out to your tribe, right? Knowing that there's certain people that are better than others for your energy, for your own strength, your inner strength, especially when you're in the midst of a storm or whatever's happening in your life. You're feeling low, depressed, on and off. There is certain energy out there between friends and family, is finding the right one, right? But at the same time, in order to have that, you got to break through. There needs to be a breakthrough here when it comes to breakthrough from others' expectations and be yourself. So there's a lot of like self-criticism, judgment, bad energy around this. Not the card itself, but like in the matrix, you know what I mean? It's like breakthrough, yeah, the pain, the chains. But someday somebody's gonna turn around and say goodbye. But that probably already happened because of just you not being you, right? So to me, it's not really a pause. It's more like, be patient because you know better. Yeah, and it's strength. And then again, it's like another stag. Like something's protected here, but for in the matrix sense, there's, like I said, whenever the strength is out, the devil was lurking. So so the fact that strength is there, somebody already recognizes the devil, which is good. The toxic energy, how somebody drains them. So be patient. That was a weird noise. I think that was Sheldon. I'm looking at Sheldon. He looks like a lizard right now, and not even a turtle. The way his head is popped out. He literally looks like a lizard. And here we go. It's like another animal. I mean, I'm not shitting you. He looks like a lizard. The way his little head, I don't know if you can tell the way his little head. Sticking his little head out of the cardboard box. Symbolic meaning of a lizard. Regeneration, renewal, sun, light. It's the sun, fortune in some cultures, danger in other. Lizards are patient, determined, and have the ability to bend around their surroundings. Yeah, guys, it's that feeling of the first kind of like patience. Like, so be patient on yourself. So I don't know if you're being too hard on yourself, but regeneration and renewal, like I said, like you got to be careful. You have to be careful on who's around you right now. But I do feel like there's certain people that you can benefit from because it's telling me you're in the middle of a shitstorm. But you got to love who you are. The biggest problem here is you need to break through other people's expectations. So that's obviously going to be more work. I want to see if there's a lizard here because that's the message for you if that's the case, because it's not even Sheldon. I get Sheldon's a turtle, but that's not your message. I looked over and I saw a lizard. I want to say there is a lizard card in here, but I'm not positive. Oh, this is giving me a lot of energy here. And there could be something with a squirrel, only because there's a squirrel there. Be prepared. You're the expert of hard work and hard play. Your cheerfulness and fun disposition is a blessing to everyone. Don't let life's distractions take you off course. Make a plan for the future, and life will give you what you need. So there might be a little fear. And I just saw a cat. So there's a cat connection, maybe even a ladybug. It's just what's sticking out to me. Yep. Regeneration. So that's kind of what's happening with this energy. Oh, I just stuck it. That just fit perfectly over the other card, and I didn't even do that. So there's something with the lizard with you, okay? As a survivor, and you are unparalleled. No matter what happens, you can adapt, embrace your transformation, put on a new cloak, and master your regeneration. So that is the matrix getting out of it. So someone needs to be more patient on themselves, and there is beautiful energy around you if you would just be yourself. It seems like a simple task, guys, but that is not simple to some people because they're so stuck in the fucking matrix, right? My sister came across this in my camera roll. I have no idea, but I see a cat brush.
Right, guys, so today
oh my
we are
god,
going to show you
it's Kaden.
back in the 1800s when my auntie was alive.
Back in the 1800s.
We're going to show you how her computers work.
He was probably 6 or 7.
For, just reasons, like, yeah, it's quicker. Grab a box of tissues.
Hold on, guys. I forgot. Kaden went through this phase of talking with that accent for almost a year. I wasn't on YouTube yet when he was this age. Okay. And this is, I knew this was going to be symbolic. So now he's talking in a different accent and he's talking about the early 1800s. So I don't know what that's about, but he is talking about my sister. I can't wait. This is awesome.
Alright, guys. So
how do I get that to be bigger? Okay.
Alright, guys. So today we are going to show you back in the 1800s when my auntie was alive. We're going to show you how her computers work. So for just reasons, like, yeah. It's quicker. Grab a box of tissues. What do you want to do with these box of tissues? Nothing. You just want to place them down. And then if you have one, grab like a coaster. And then grab a brush. And grab like, if you have a cat or like any type of animal, grab like one of the toys. And then like, okay, here we go. Basically, so it looks. They usually appears like this. I have to plug in my cord to the wall real quick. So, plug it down to the wall. There we go.
A fake cord. Talk about imagination.
So what we gotta do now is, well, we guys want to see a quick magic trick. One thing. Ready, guys? Oh my god!
It was the finger.
I could not do that. So silly of me.
Oh my
so
lord.
Funny. Alright, guys. I'll be back, guys. I have to go pee. That good I see what on my face. Do it again. It's just sketchy, mate. So, go to school.
Oh dear lord.
Like all these documents from like the 1800s. I mean, I have pictures of her, like from when like she was almost like 2 years old. Oh, let me just throw these napkins away. I'll show you a picture when I get back, guys.
Oh dear. Oh, this cracks me up. He did that for almost a year. He did it with, like, you wouldn't believe. We couldn't get him to stop, so we just stopped, and he eventually just stopped. I completely spaced that. He's so good at it too, right?
So it looks like this. You found with 2 eyes, 4 nose.
Maybe he was about 7, maybe. So maybe 7 years ago. It stopped. That's funny. So it could be something with the 1800s with you guys, a past life, an animal. It could be something regarding the UK or just being yourself. Like it almost but everyone used to say when he did that for a solid year, guys. And the way he did it was like if it was just natural. And I'm talking like it was consistent. Like it was a little not worried, but like okay, right? So it could be linked to him, a past life in the UK. I don't know, but we're talking about regeneration, right? So like be who you are. Stop being someone you're not. Because he's not British. There's so many different meanings to that. However you want to take that symbolically. I didn't even know I was getting a video. I just felt the need. I typically don't if it's not my children. But see, my instincts told me there was probably something there with my children. Could be representing a male energy. It could be something, there could have been some type of trauma around that age, 7, 8, 9. I'm also picking up on that. That needs to dissipate. It needs to go. It's not that easy to heal child trauma wounds, but you got help on your side in regards to whatever this is. So be patient on yourself. Okay. In regards to the white stag, to me, you're definitely an old soul. I feel like I'm only going to clarify what I feel is necessary. That's definitely, we got that situated. That's a ram's horn. We got that situated. Protector, you're an old soul. Best friend of nature. Use your intuition to take it where you want to go. Awaken the powerful force within you. You're meant to create blessings with magic. So it could be more of a magician energy, or tell me about the white stag. To me, it's more, it's a protector, but there might be a clue. King of Swords. So it could be a masculine energy with the Seven of Wands protector. Seven of Wands is protecting your territory. It is having to go up against a lot of different energies. Get ready for battle. So you have two completely different energies that are being protected. And there's a strong masculine energy. It almost reminds me of Knights of Columbus. That's like Mason. Three of Cups. Lots of different ancestors, things going on here. Being guided. So that's a protection thing. Like Knights, I don't know what the Knights of Columbus is. But it's also pulling me to the Masons. Knights of Columbus. Now, I don't know if it's taking me back to way back in the day when there was knights. Catholic men putting faith into action and service, protecting families. I don't know if you want to do charity work. You can do charitable hours. It's like a fraternity organization. Conducting educational things, charitable, religious, giving to the giving to the sick and needy, families providing insurance, annuities, benefits, wives. Can you divorce a man with the Knights of Columbus? Damn. Once you're in, you're in. Yeah, see, that's like old school too. Once you're in, you're in. So again, there's something with royalty here. A bloodline. I don't know if that's causing interference. If you're linked, because the matrix and the spirituals all being protected, but in a different way. This could be somebody around you, a family member. It's got to be symbolic. It's got to be energy around you, right? Rejuvenizing their energy right now, and spirits making sure. You might have a spirit guide in common. Someone could be stuck in that energy from a past life when it needs to be transmuted. But you're meant to create blessings. Use your intuition and take it where you want to go. Very symbolic here. All right, tell me about the prepares your heart chakra. Some of you is definitely your throat chakra as well. As Kessie's throwing up, that would be a throat chakra. Dry heaving. Aw, Cass. So there's absolutely something with the throat chakra. It's like being cleared with the world. Yeah, one door's shutting and another one's opening. So the throat chakra and the heart chakra are both being activated this week. Actually, I don't even feel it's an activation. It's a frequency. It's a vibration. They could even be doing it through music. Because I just said The Sound of Music. The Sound of Music. Isn't that a show? Yeah. I mean, a movie. The Sound of Music. Where are they? Like way in the mountains up in, what mountains are they in? What region is that? Switzerland? Is that where they go? Or Swiss mountains? Are rams from the Swiss mountains? Is there rams in the Swiss mountains? Well, I know it's mountains with rams, but can you find rams in the Swiss mountains? I feel like that's linked a little bit. The Alps. Eight animals. I don't know why I needed pictures of them. It's like the ibex, I don't know, ibex, what is that? Recognized for its horns. More than 200 years ago. So it's like a ram. Vulture. So it's just part of the ram family. So there's a link there with the Swiss mountains. I don't know much about those mountains. I got the goosebumps, so I know it's something with the Swiss. I think it's linked to the horns again. Maybe that's representing from another world. All I see is music notes. Everything is sound. The vibration is sound. So it's coming through sound, whether it's actual music or it's wind, water. It's coming from a distance or another dimension, which makes sense because there's multidimensional energy coming in, especially starting this weekend. So it's something here that's clearing or transmuting the throat chakra. But here's the thing, it speaks about prepares all your chakras. Why did I feel like it was the heart chakra? Accept the radiant, go higher love that touches the other flame. If anything, I would think the heart's being transmuted somehow. But if you think about it, one who opens their mouth when it comes to, I just heard accountability, but like when it comes to like speaking the truth or feelings, sound, it brings that higher love. So something's being activated and it's coming from other dimensions. Some of you, it's Switzerland. How did I get Switzerland? I don't even remember. Let's see what's in the next few months. It's a travel frequency coming from another country, which people are like, huh, how's that? Like a lot of my healing energy comes from the source of the, I almost said Appalachian Mountains. But my source comes from the Himalayan mountains. So it's the mountain regions is where these sources of energies are coming from. These are where their transmitters are placed, in high tops of mountains. That's where the portals are, how it's being transmitted. Tell me about the next few months. So whatever happens in the next few months, puts you definitely on a new path. And with the 3 of Wands in the world that I left on the board, you might be working in another country, or you might move to another country, because that's travel. The 3 of Wands is foreign lands. The world can be foreign lands. There's no question. You could be taking a vacation. You could be going to a temple. I mean, it could be a statue, an animal statue around you that activates something. It could have been something you brought into your home. There's definitely foreign lands here. 8 of Wands, that's communication, but that's the frequency. That's everything going back and forth. It's all the energy going back and forth, and it's looking right here. Okay, it's communication through vibration, through sound. That's how the universe connects to us, is sound, connects to everything. In the Hangman. So changing one's perspective, there's definitely something, seeing something differently, or it's something you're going to see with the Ace of Wands. It's sound, it's creation. This is telling me the Pisces constellation. Do we know where the Pisces constellation is, in the sky, degrees wise? Every constellation, you can see constellations, but there's some that's directly down on Earth. I don't know how to look that up. I don't even know how to Google that. When it comes to the galaxy, I know it's all astrology. How would I Google that? Let me think about this. Which country does the Pisces constellation reside? I don't know if that's a thing. Northwest Celsius. Let's just tell me where it's located. Yeah, see, I don't know. Pegasus, Aries. Yeah, I know all that. On Earth. There's a way to figure that out. I just don't know how to. Would I just look at? So it's the northern hemisphere. Which countries are in the northern hemisphere? I just got pulled to that beautiful Canada, United States, France, Austria, Russia, Mexico, China, Norway, Denmark, Spain, Iceland, United Kingdom, Costa Rica, El Salvador, Germany, Finland, Belize, Nigeria, Belgium, Venezuela, Sweden, Poland, and Lithuania. I was just talking about that. So yeah, you might visit Sweden. I was hoping to I was hoping to narrow that down for you a little bit, guys. I'm sorry. But the Swiss came in, Denmark, Norway. So it's either something with Pisces right now, or I really feel like we're talking northern hemisphere here, where it could be the healing energies, but with Canada is the first one, United States, so Spain, United Kingdom, the UK came in with Caden. So I believe Spain came in too. So we have Spain was said, the UK was said, Switzerland was said. I don't believe I said Canada, but I just got pulled to those particular animals, so they might be really known in Canada with the ram. Okay, so this is talking about some type of location in Pisces constellation in the United States too, but I didn't mention the United States. I mean, that's a vast majority, guys, so I don't know where that's taking us. Do we know what is going into Pisces, or I got pulled right to Mars again with the Roman gods. But that's Aries. Saturn is Capricorn. Mercury got Virgo, Taurus, and then we have it was in Gemini with the partial. The Pluto is Scorp. Saturn's Cap. Jupiter has 2 placements of Pisces of where things are going to be positioned. But Jupiter's not really big in play until the beginning of November. So to me, it is something with the constellation here. I mean, with the world, the 8 of Wands, this is either healing. This is either you guys visiting another country or moving, or this is just where the energy is located and where it's being transmitted and how it's coming out. So for some, you're linked to the Pisces constellation. Some of whoever this is, this particular in the next couple months, whatever this is linked to the Pisces constellation. They don't have to be a Pisces, obviously. It could be linked to which starseed family too. Let's find out about the star ancestors. I don't want to get stuck on that. It's not even really a change of perspective here. It really is just the Pisces constellation. But I mean, Swiss is coming out like you wouldn't believe right now. 2 of Pentacles. Yeah, this is to help find your balance. And look at that. That's a ram. I'm almost positive that's what that's trying to be or say. I don't have the book to this anymore. Neptune is going retro in Pisces. Okay, thank you. I'm not really feeling water like that though. But again, this is the ram. See, this, whatever this is lifting. I'm telling you, this ram is so fucking symbolic. It might be regards to like the Luna calendar, like how we were talking about with Cancer, or it could just be next full moon. But that would be like, I don't typically see it going in that direction. Let me check something. It could be something pretty significant starting the 21st, 22nd, or 23rd of October. It's the whining. This one is the same thing, whining. And then whining crescent. Whining crescent. I'm checking the things. It's in Virgo all day, the 22nd. Virgo again. And then in Libra. This is pulling me to the lunar calendar where I took a picture for you guys and I posted it on my community page for those who want to follow the lunar calendar. But I want to see in regards to this itself. 21st, 22nd, or 23rd is super significant with a lineup, especially with ancestors, or there's some type of shift, because you got the ram. We start with the ram, right? And we're like kind of ending with the ram. Planetary days of the week, the moon, yep, here it is, the waning crescent. It's all about relaxing and showing gratitude. So it's also like when you want to release things and to let them go, but giving insight at the same time. So again, it's relaxing and showing gratitude. So there's a very significant, you might want to, I just heard worship. So if you guys worship or anything, in regards to the 21st, 22nd, and 23rd, the moon and the sun. So they might be conjunct. There's something with the moon and the sun, and then the chariot. It could even be travel here. You could be seeing somebody around this time. I'm gonna have to locate this for you. I'm gonna have to find out where the planets are placed. There's no new moon. There's a new moon on the 25th. That's why I said it's so important to release before the new moon, because the new moon is that energy. But there's something very symbolic here if you just like want to give thanks or have a ritual or spend an hour or two by yourself. I believe we're still going to be, we'll have the full moon in Aries on the 9th. And then the new moon is going into Libra. But that talked about Virgo, Libra. That's Cancer, Leo. Some of you, this isn't as strong as like the Cancer, where I was like, you really want to follow the lunar calendar, but I did get pulled to this for those particular dates. You know, that talks about juggling, stuff like that. But it's also, it talks about like grounding, but like this is in the air, it's the ram. So it's like starting with the ram and ending with the ram. But those particular dates are so significant. And I think that the 20th, the 19th is what's circled here. The 19th. So it could be something that starts the 19th. Saturn goes on the 22nd. I mentioned the 22nd. Saturn goes direct, but that's in Capricorn. Oh, is that what it's trying? Is that a ram? Oh, yeah, that's the leader of Capricorn. Holy shit. How did I not pick up on that? That didn't even come to me until right now. That is the card of Capricorn, too. So good karma might be coming in around this time. Strong Capricorn at that time, even though it's not in Capricorn, it's actually in Libra and Virgo. But it is like from here, this is 1 through the 7th, but on the 22nd, it's Saturn goes direct, which is ruled Capricorn. And that's dead in the middle of the 22nd. So Saturn is all about karma, lessons. So but we have the Venus that goes retro, not direct until November. It is closer to November. So starting with Capricorn, ending with Capricorn. Can't believe I didn't even pick up on the Capricorn there. Because it's more about the ram. So this speaks about Saturn going direct on October 22nd. More gifts are coming in. There's probably going to be a really big gateway. Yeah, because this is all I see is constellations right there too. Hidden secrets, lost wisdom. Look a little deeper. I just heard arid, extra dry. That's a deodorant. Let's see if it talks about a constellation here. No, this is I'm ready to remember ancient mysteries, secrets held within. It's just the connection with the stars. So there's a huge, it's almost telling me from like now until the 22nd. But this is now until the 7th, but the 22nd, because I said the 21st, 22nd, 23rd, and I was pulled more to the 22nd because that's exactly how the moon image was with the waning crescent moon. So I did a day before and a day after. So October 22nd is crucial. So to me, it's however it comes at you with technology or, portals, transmission, it's ancient transmissions. So as this turns, and it goes direct, so that's good. So the energy moves versus slows down. And every planet is beneficial. So I don't want you to just look at benefits of Saturn direct. I don't want you to just look at it as, karma. It gives stability to the mental state. It's not what I was looking for. You might feel like it affects you more outwardly. It's not what I'm looking for. But it is the most powerful planet, and it does rule over death. And all this death is coming in. Even though it's incredibly powerful, Saturn is seen as the magnificent planet of the Vedic astrology. It is in Capricorn, which is linked to wealth, work, 11th house. Let's just say Saturn with Moon and Venus brings the deepest desires and things coming true. Success, wealth, fortune. So it's something with the lineup on this day that's really powerful. It's ancient wisdom, it's transmissions, it's like a regeneration, but I was looking for like Scorpio. I was looking for like I want to say resurrection. I can't think of it right now. Not like the rise of the phoenix, but I don't know what I'm looking for. It gives its wealth in the 11th house. So I'm curious because it's in Virgo and Leo, which is making me more curious about the Capricorn. But I think it's just the energy of Saturn. So someone might have strong Saturn in their chart, but when Saturn goes direct, it gives good advisory powers, the ability, mental stability. It bestows the native energy, strong ancestral energy, wanting to be more responsible. I know it stays for 2 years in a sign, but Saturn retrograde 2022 spiritual meaning. During Saturn retrograde, which lasts until October 22nd to 2022, there's 5 twos there. Reflect upon your actions, even the ones you'd rather forget. Be honest with yourself. Have the compassion for your growth, but be very real about who you are with making decisions. It's okay to make mistakes. If you learn from the lesson, they will provide. It's like being judged for your past actions, the planetary lord. But we already know that, right? So it's the lessons, it's the karma. So let me just see if there's anything else here, because that was a very powerful message. To start with it, to end with it, and that be the main thing with the horn. But it's also speaking of this energy too, regarding the matrix, guys. And that could be the Pisces with the whole how just like your gifts and stuff, it's Pisces. It could be just within that the Pisces energy. I can look at that as Pisces too, just because of the fish, but I can look at that as Gemini too, because there's 2. I can look at that as so many different things right there. But it is with the Pisces constellation, but Capricorn is right next to it, close to it. I feel like there's like something I need to pick up on here. But really, guys, it's the gifts, hidden secrets, lost wisdom. So October 27th, from here to October 27th, that stuff you're going to push through, persevere. You're protected during this transit. But the ancestors too. And again, they don't want to take away from the animal read. And I went for this deck. This deck is animal, and I didn't even pick up on that until now. So again, don't forget this is a strong animal read that we talked about in the beginning of the reading as well. I feel like there's like 1 or 2 more things here. And I'm like, oh, meaning like I what do I do with that? I was going to wrap it up, but then I was like, oh, I really gotta go to the bathroom. So let me go to the bathroom. Also, yeah, I just feel like there's one more thing. Hold on. I literally like stopped my pee. I never do that. It was like never ending. I was like, enough already. And then I got up and looked in the mirror. Gotta love these bathroom thoughts. And I have like little red marks all over my face. And I'm like, that's weird. But I'm on different medications and there's, trauma, all that stuff. So when it comes to like surgery, my body healing. But the message I got from the spots on my face was constellations. So constellations are huge right now. And the 22nd is huge, whether it is from now to here, but there's from now to here, from now to then, but it's from now to here. I don't know what that means. Here and now until the 22nd. But there is something with the constellations, and I don't think I can find it in the current I mean, I can find it in the current, but it's also linked to the Aztec. So like I said, when they had me do that whole Aztec calendar, I knew it was linked with here and now and past life. It's like being repeated. It's like the same lineup that it was all those years ago. Some of you, it could be from the 1800s because it just pulled me to his video. The lineup, and I don't know. I feel like it's way further than that. Multiple lives. I don't want to get into that. Starting with the ram, the sun with the damn ram. Let me figure this out. I just feel like it's more like finding balance, coming into harmony around the 22nd. There's something brand new with it too. And it could be your gifts. You have many gifts. No problem can withstand the power of your own mind. Be patient. As you reach to your mountaintops, never give up, and this good luck is going to follow you. So it could be something around the 22nd, right around this time frame, where your gifts are going to be really fucking strong. And Pisces is 12th house. That talks about the strength, the gifts, the psychic abilities, all that. So Pisces is going to align with something. I'll have to look into that. But your gifts, whatever are coming in now, being transmitted from this video or the animals, whatever it is, you're going to feel a stronger sense of whatever gift this is on the 22nd or right around then. It's going to make sense right around that time, or you're going to see some type of freaking gift out of the blue. Like a reader could all of a sudden just read differently, and it's like you might not even pick up on the gift, but you're picking up on the fact that you're reading differently, which is part of your gift, and that will eventually click. So does that make sense? So that's when something is going to shift with gifts. So it's coming in now. You might not recognize it until around the 22nd. Anything else or anything with twos? There was 5 twos. 6 of Cups. Yeah, I am getting ancestral here with the 6 of Cups. Past, present, past life, passage. Person, place, thing. Energy from the past. The Death card. 9 of Wands. Like fighting for it. And look at it. Got the 2 fish here. And actually, I bought this deck because of one of the angel fishes I saw. I believe it was the 6 of Wands. So again, even though this is Scorpio in the world, again, it's fish. It's pulling me to Pisces. So it's like a total like rebirth here, regeneration. You could be totally rejuvenized by the 22nd, or this is the end of that life, that lineup, that past life is the end of the past life, and you're stepping into your new life. This could be the date that it actually happens. And I talked about that, I believe, in the Cancer read. No, the Virgo Leo read. Where I talked about that, where it's like, and I talked about that with the Aztec calendar too. So stepping out, like, it's like, congratulations, karma cleared, it's going direct. Congratulations, good job. Now it's like you're going to take what you learned from those lessons, utilize them. It's a rebirth. This is 6 of Cups is past life. Death can be like past life. So this is the end of somebody's past life. Like, I'm trying to explain it so quickly and I don't need to. But meaning, like, I want to say it was the Virgo Leo. And it's the lineup where you're stepping into a brand new life, which is, I think I even talked about that in Weekend Energy, if I'm not mistaken. where this weekend could be a little emotional for you guys. But as soon as Saturn turns direct, you're like soaring, flying high. Like you're clearing obstacles. Oh, my throat chakra is pulsing. I'm telling you, like, I don't know. It could be with you guys with language, with speech, learning a new language. It's something with your gift. It's old life is done. It's like a transmutation. And the something with the sun and the moon that's gonna align in the chariot. Yeah, so you're gonna be able to move forward, triumphant. Okay, this is a beautiful reading. So this gift is gonna be coming in from here to now. Here, why do I keep saying that? So it's I could have even transmitted something, which is ironic. I posted that Galactic Reiki yesterday. That's a transmission. This is definitely a transmission read. And it's animals. This is your calm. Doesn't seem like we discussed a lot during this read, but we did. There's a lot of information here. So again, the gifts now, the ram. I would really get a ram's horn. You don't have to. But if you feel like, yeah, that's cool, or like whatever, if you feel if you feel like, oh, I want one of those too, like, do it. Because it's also going to bring out your gifts. And again, something with the Swiss mountains. So it could be the mountain goat in the Swiss. Maybe you want that particular horn. No, they're saying no. It's any horn. No, it is a certain horn. Hold on. There's some type of activation happening right now with you guys. It's within the temples, your temples. You might be lightheaded after this video, so be careful standing up. Different types. Well, that doesn't help if there's not a list. Okay. No, it's the wrestling. So it's either the kudu, kaidu, or the eland. So those happen to be the spiral horns, which is different because this is a mountain sheep ram. It's like a different type of. So if you're going to go with any particular type of horn, it would be the eland. Eland horn. Eland horn. Let's see if they're on Amazon. Eland horn. Shaft or whatever it is. Yeah, that's the one where I pointed to you guys. I was like, look, cool. This one's around. That one in particular comes from Israel. I don't know where that one comes from. It could be known for that. Okay, so yeah, you can get them for even $27. And it's ironic. It's the same exact horn I originally showed you guys. Well, I was like, look how cool. So it's this particular horn. Could be linked to the Jewish too. It's just soothing, clearing. Let's find out the symbology behind. I'm going to spell it because I don't know if I would say it right. And it's not really called a horn. It's called a whatever it is. I can't even think of it right now. It went away. Inspiration behind it, the logo, its strength, symbolic to the nature. It's Africa as well. It's the wisdom of other spirits, which is what this really is. It's whatever this gift is. So again, it's one of the most frequently painted engraved animals with some parts of southern Africa. Mainly painted eland from betrayed from dying postures. It symbolizes a ritual or a spiritual death of a healer. Yeah, see, guys, this is so symbolic. I said you guys might want to do a ritual rather than a real death. So this is like healing energy. You can either heal animals, heal people. You'd be really good at Reiki. This is definitely a healing thing, okay? You could be working with water, with all these fish, with Pisces. It can run. It's quicker than an antelope. That clicking sound. And it's from different parts of the world. As long as it's that particular horn, it also says it has center for magical power. The spiritual horn, mechanical meaning. Let me look it up this way. Symbology behind a spiritual horn, spiral horn. It's an internal sign of creativity, your principle. Yeah, well, spirals represents the cycle of rebirth. It's indicated by the princess of the tomb. It's the mother goddess, ancient times. Here we go again. The chambers. It's symbolic of wombs, like WOMBS. It brings out your creativity. It helps with the relationships. It's associated with the head. Devotes truth and power, a passage of strength, rock, fortitude, fortress, God, a shield, significant sign of power. You can be used as an amulet. If you do, it represents the pagan moon goddess. In the crescent moon, the moon came in. So, it's your path leading to consciousness. It's so many things, okay? But back to like the original, something with spiritual meaning of the Iglan horn. This is going to bring out healing gifts in some of you guys. And animals are healing. This read is all about calm, right? So it's believed it's a source of supernatural potency and can be harnessed by the shaman to travel supernatural journeys, to visit the spirits, to heal people, create rain, to fight evil. I can't wait. I'm so excited. I'm going to get me a horn. Spirit says, get a horn, people, get a horn. It's also symbolic, the animal itself, but not the horn, personal transformation, change. This was all within the reading. Universal messages, Old Testament, New Testament. What I was trying to get was the symbol. This is the spiritual meaning. Symbology of, I feel like I'm not saying it right, so I'm not saying it out loud. This is the first one that came to me. Painted alien portrayed the dying purpose of the symbolization of a ritual or a spiritual death of a leader. Some of you this might be passed down as you're a healer, spiritual death of a healer, rather than a real death, you know. So in English, it would be called an elk or a moose, but in Africa, it's called an eland. It makes a clicking sound. The population is stable. So with these particular animals, they're not killed for the horn. This is when, so this is good because we talked about that. It's sacred to them, right? So if you get one of these horns, it's not because they were harvested or this and that. It's because it's the sacredness behind the horn, how people look at sacred with crystals and stuff. Okay, so Even are protected by the United States endangered species. So if there's any around here. Okay, so if you end up getting one of these horns, it's more of like a privilege. Maybe that's why they're so common. Let's see if I can find an African one. I don't know if it matters. I'll ask in a minute. You can get the skull, the horn in a different way. Yeah, it's showing it. The red horn, yeah, that's different. Oh no, this one right here, ram's horn, but it's not saying what it is. This one's 60. A lot of them seem to be coming from Israel. So, well, hold on. I don't know if that matters per se. Okay, it doesn't matter what location, okay? As long as it's that particular horn, which is ELAND. All right, so I feel like I can just keep going and going, but what a beautiful read. It's a very important read. I feel like a very subtle, tiny little transmitters went out. This is also happening with the electrical shocks or the lights flickering. It's with the weekend energy, with the multidimensional frequencies. If you blow into a ram's horn, which is ironic, what do they call it? Didn't that come in one of my reads? The zigazoo, what was the old they would do it. The Zigarizu, it's something like that where it would connect to like ancestors with rituals. So that could be when you blow through the horn. I feel like I need it in general just for like the meditation, other things like me personally. But the Zigarizu is something like that. It's the frequency, it's the sound, it's how everything connects on this earth between as above, so below. Didgeridoo. Yeah, it's something like that. It was like the first form of like music. It's the notes, the lines in it is very symbolic. So again, something with the Pisces. I don't know. But again, it's like everything that this ram represents. It talks about the death, the past, regeneration. It's like everything we discussed in maybe foreign lands. So maybe it's the horn from a foreign land. See what I'm saying? It's all coming back to me now. So this is like, it's almost just as powerful as a crystal or as magic. It's all about roots, ancestral roots, especially if you have, especially with the healers, like I said, shamanistic roots. So I really, for me, am feeling guided to absolutely hands down have one. And again, I encourage those who are into crystals and certain things, and for you to also invest in one. It could be very calming. They say the Didgeridoo, whatever it is, so calming. You could probably find meditations that could be your calm. Is this the horn music could actually be really good. Let me go on YouTube and see if I can find any Tibetan horn, the French horn. Oh yeah, see. Let me do if I can, that particular horn. I don't know if it really matters. Tibetan horn. I didn't even know there was a Tibetan horn. Oh, look at oh yeah, those are the huge ones. There's that Didgeridoo thingy, majiggy. But so yeah, so here's one of these. Intercession instruments.
Are you ready for winter? Granite State homeowners are bracing for
and look at it, talks about Freemasons. Guys, you can't make this shit up. I talked about the Knights of Columbus and the Freemasons. So beautiful. My dad was a 32nd Mason. He had a rough childhood, yada yada. We talked about childhood trauma. I don't know what that has to do with that, but obviously she picked up on that and I picked up on that. So I was hoping to get more of like a I'm not really vibing with that. I mean, it's calming, but I'm not really vibing with that. That's what I'm looking for. Oh, I feel like it's like calling in. Oh, that is powerful. Oh, that pulls me back to like royal life or something. So that could be your calm this weekend, guys. Just finding this type of meditation. Okay, so let me copy this. Okay, I'm going to copy that. I will paste it. Okay, maybe before you buy a horn, you want to see if you can relate to that. That was instantly about to wake me up. There's no question. This is a 2-hour one. Okay. Do not listen to this nonstop for 2 hours. Good morning. Not at first. Only listen to it for maybe about a half hour. Okay. It's just like it's almost just like as if like me, if I listen to binaural beats that are too high, it can mess with my own frequency. So whenever you're starting off new with any type of sound, oh, I forgot that was even in there. Whenever you're starting off anytime new with any type of sound, you want to be cautious of your own energy. So again, right back to energy. This could be the energy that I was talking about with an ancestor bringing it in this weekend and towards you. Remember we talked about that with like the lights and like you're gonna have a multi-dimensional visitor. This could absolutely be this. Like you could get your message through music, sound, if that makes sense. Nope. Good morning. I know Dad texted me. I did get you that. It's on my bed. One is mine. There's 2 in there. How's it going? Texted Kaden. Hold on. See if he's coming down today. I wasn't sure how you felt today. I don't know. I was kind of sick. Doing a good job of cleansing this and that. Both sick. So you can go to Dad's, but with everything that was going on with the kids and being sick and all that, like it's I feel like what are you thinking?
I'll go to Dad's. Okay. I'm gonna go text them.
You're gonna go to Dad's?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Well, in all reality, like he goes to school with people with codes, right? So, all right, can't even text him. So, again, which is great because I have that block party and then that's perfect. Mia won't be home either. That works out lovely. Again, that could be your message. You could be getting a message that way by an ancestral coming in with the frequency sound, how we talked about that over the weekend. I feel like it's more of like a zap or a visitor. But that's like the same thing. Again, it could be an animal, it can be a dream. What a beautiful read. Let's bring in the calm. We brought in the calm. This is a huge help if you need to find that calm with that particular horn. I love the way Spirit talks to us sometimes. It really is one of those things where I say, like, are we really going to do it like this again? Didn't I just say that recently? It was either today in this reading, or it was like, yeah. Or it was like in a reading that I just did. Let me put Ruru away. So again, it's like the energy of a horn. So it's really not so morbid. I'm like, I get the dead dog, and I hate to say it like that, but like the dead dog, the dead moth, the antler itself comes from, you can still feel the energy. It gives the energy. It's giving respect to the horn too, and the people and the ancient things. And I'm looking at my seashells, same things. It's like, take it out of the ocean, it's dead, but it's still alive. You hold it to your ear, you can still feel the vibration. Everything is sound. So I'm freezing. This is a really symbolic reading, but it's powerful, and I would utilize this energy in the horn, or I would utilize that particular meditation because it came in for a reason. Not just one ear in, one ear out the other. Okay. Ooh. Did you see that, spirit? That was pretty. Did anybody just see that? It went this way. And it went. I love when I catch them. You saw it, yeah. So it's like that ancestral spirits around you too, guys. So again, only listen to the meditation for about a half hour. Whether you go with that one or a different one, okay? That's finding your calm, that type of stuff. So I'll probably listen to that tonight as I go to bed, and it's 2 hours, so I'll just go to like an hour and a half and let it continue to play. With those 8-hour cleanses and meditation music, I can't stress enough how important it is to, like, when you're going to bed, don't just start from the beginning with a 3-hour meditation, guys. Like, that can fuck you up the next day. You got to be very careful with your frequency. I can't stress that enough. Frequency is energy. Okay. So beautiful read. I'm gonna warm up. I'm cold. All right. So I love you guys. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. Remember, again, there's something with the 22nd. It's just like your gifts coming in more and more. You physically owning this horn for those who feel like you want the horn. Okay. It could just be the meditation music that I just gave you guys. But for those who really feel like they want the horn, I mean, you may have dreams. Like, it's going to activate more than you think it will. It might even activate more than a crystal, because now you're calling in a different type of energy, working with a different type of energy, especially if you're a shamanistic healer. Like, I should have a horn. Again, only if you feel like, oh, all right, I really want a horn. But I feel like it has just as much power, if not, it has to have more power than a crystal, because you're sending that vibration out. So this horn is pretty powerful. Don't take it lightly, guys. I mean it. So anyhow, I love you guys. Or either see you tomorrow. You're welcome. Or either see you tomorrow or Monday. Okay. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I see 7 dots. I'm being pulled to the dot. That might actually be chakras. No, it's not the chakras. What is this? Hold on, you guys have one more message. It's on a mushroom. Let me take a picture for you. Did I get that? It's the main 7 dots, the big ones, the black ones, and they get smaller as they go up. It could just be geometry. There's a message here. It's just geometry. It might be smoothing for you to watch. People do draw geometry. I have this one guy. Here's another com. His name is Yeah. Is this the guy? Yeah, I think this is him. Let me just go see if I have any other ones. Because I thought it was called something else. Nope, it's gotta be him. It's already opening me, and I went to his page. So old school Japanese geometry. You can literally, I'm gonna share it on my link, but I'll show you real quick. Even watching people draw can be calming. Maybe you want to draw. Okay, this is a calming video. So what I'm saying is what's going to work for calm for you guys.
All right, means I found this old Japanese emblem and I thought I'd try and figure out how to draw that. It's actually called Moth, which is Japan's way of indicating a family's origins.
Did he just say it's actually called a moth?
Alright, means I found this old Japanese emblem and I thought I'd try and figure out how to draw that. It's actually called a Moth, which is Japan's way of indicating a family's origins. It's a lot like a family crest or a coat of arms.
Here we go. Family crest, coat of arms. So anywho.
With the universe. So I don't know where I'm going with this, but at first I liked geometric patterns because they look cool. Then I like them because of the energy they hold and what they represent. And now I'm in a place where I like them because they look cool and they have a special energy.
A special energy is no joke, So he's got other videos where he doesn't even talk. He makes the most beautiful patterns. So this itself can be very therapeutic. Drawing can be therapeutic. Okay. He has absolutely, I've been hypnotized watching what he can create sometimes. The mandala. Look at him. Like he is like, I'll get to like when he gets to like the end. Like he's just the way he can put like color into things, and he does it. He has such a gift. He does it so like quickly too. It's like the sigil art, but he's doing geometry. Trying to see if I see any dots right off the bat. This one took him 2 hours. He did it live. Look at the big wall portrait. So there's something with geometry, and I got pulled right to him. So again, it's therapeutic. Even you drawing, or if you go on Amazon and get a horn, maybe you want to grab. I don't know what it's called, but it pulled me to paint with colors. You know how it's like. So maybe it's just painting geometry. It's the symbols for you guys. All right, so let me post that website for you. Okay, so I said, let's find the calm, and Spirit's no joke. We're finding some calm. Okay, so I uploaded 2 things for you, the horn and the geometric shapes. Okay, so and just animals, and so all right, you know me, it's the fucking Gemini in me. Boop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop. I love you guys so much. And I hope you have a good rest of your day. I'll see you either tomorrow or Monday. Bye, guys.